Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TMDI. We'll take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame, and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Now, this chart is actually kind of tricky to talk about it from a presentation standpoint because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're some sort of day trader, flipper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought up around here and you wanted to sell within 20 minutes after buying, well then yeah, from that perspective, the chart is looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture point of view, then things look a whole lot different because, yeah, I get it. There was a pretty big pullback from the highs, but from the grand scheme of it all, big picture, the price does still have an opportunity to build a higher low, and as long as higher lows are being put into place over time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture point of view, so if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a day trading type perspective going into it. Now, I'm not saying this is what's going to occur, but it'll help kind of illustrate the point here. Let's say that the price actually pulls back even more than it did today and comes all the way down to the $2 mark. Again, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but for example's sake here, so the price comes down to the $2 mark, behaves in this manner, and then starts to work its way back upwards. What would you have in this situation? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have these lows right here, you'd have these lows down here. If you envision each one of those as stair steps, then from the big picture, what do you still have? Well, you'd still very clearly have the big picture perspective trending in the upwards direction. And that's what you want to see. Truly strong moves are going to drift upwards. They're going to trend upwards, or in other words, they're going to build stair steps in the higher direction. So again, I'm well aware that if you're some sort of day trader and you bought up here, then yeah, you don't care about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be commenting from more of a big picture type viewpoint. So sure, today the price pulled back from its highs, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see the price still has plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. So let's see if the bulls can chip away and build that higher low or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.